What's up, motherfuckers? It's Mink. So, I want to talk to y'all today about not being a trap producer, alright? Now, if you stick around for the whole video, you'll totally understand where I'm coming from. Some of you guys might not. Some of you guys maybe totally disagree with me, which is totally fine. Honestly, don't give a fuck. So, if you stay around to the end of the video, I promise I have something for you that I guarantee you'll laugh at this shit. So, what I mean by not being a trap producer, make sure y'all motherfuckers subscribe. I got like 4 subscribers right now, man. Come on, help your boy out. Shit. Anyway, I'm back. All right, so don't be a trap producer, man. Don't label yourself a trap producer. Label yourself a music producer. And the reason I say this is because when you label yourself a trap producer, first of all, you're keeping your creativity and imagination in the fucking box. So you're not allowing yourself to create or imagine other type of songs or whatnot. I'll give you an example. Like for me, the first time I got paid for doing my craft of music, it was for like a rock track. Motherfucker, I didn't never produce no fucking rock music. I was all hip hop. So you don't want to meet somebody and they be like, hey man, what kind of producer are you? Cause I do country. You're like, country? Man, I'm a fucking trap producer, cuz. You don't want to be that type of motherfucker. So at the end of the day, you want to open yourself up. So like with me, when the lady contacted me to do this rock music for her, everybody kept telling me that she was looking to try to reach me. Now this chick, I thought she was a model. Well, she was. So I only knew her for being a model. She was bad to the motherfucker. So when people was like, yo, Mink, I ain't gonna say her name, such and such is looking for you. And I was like, word? I thought she wanted to holla at your boy. So I'm, getting my shit together, but it had nothing to do with that. When I saw her, she was like, oh yeah, I've been looking for you. She was like, I've heard your music, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, could you do a track for me? And I was like, oh, you sing? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, what style of music? She was like, it's like rock. And I was like, yeah. I was working on a rock track the other day. I was lying like a motherfucker. Anytime somebody come and tell me that they do a certain style of music that I really don't do, my response is probably always like, I was just working on a polka song the other day. Like, fuck that shit. So I try to get with everybody. I try to open up myself to the type of music that I don't normally listen to myself. I also try to open myself up to the type of music that I don't produce myself, because I guarantee it makes you better at the craft that you really love to do. So if you really love doing trap music, you really love doing hip hop music, that's cool, it's all good. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're open to do other styles, that probably aren't your strongest suit, because they won't get strong unless you work on them. So I always say, challenge yourself, and don't look for artists that you like. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers be like, man, I ain't producing nothing for that motherfucker. He whack. She can't sing. Who gives a fuck? Your job as a producer is to make anyone sound better. I don't give a fuck if you fucking with the weakest person on the block or if you fucking with Kendrick Lamar. Your job is to make this person sound better. So you never know what type of music a person's looking for. You never know what type of sound a person's looking for. When I say a person, I'm talking about like the consumer, the people who listen to your shit and request your shit. You don't know what they're looking for. Like for me, that song by Afro Man, that Cause I Got Hard, I thought that shit was funny as fuck. The beat was horrible and the flow was just garbage, and that shit was genius. I loved it. So don't be looking for people that you think are dope. If you're a dope producer, you can make a shitty artist sound dope. Like that chick that I did that rock song for, she couldn't sing to save her fucking life. Sound like a dog got hit by a motherfucking freight train and somebody ripped the vocal cords out and pissed down its throat. This woman could not sing. But my job was to hide that. That was what I did. I hid it. I made her a dope ass track. I went and I listened to a gang of rock music and just anything that I could find that was heavy electric guitar. I even went to like Michael Jackson's music, because it wasn't like rock, but a lot of his songs had like a lot of electric guitar action in it, So it had that ride. So I was like, well, you know what? I can take an element from rock music and bring it into my world, as opposed to stepping into the rock music world. So I found a way to make it work, and when she heard it, she loved it. And when other people listened to it, they would say, man, she really can't sing, but for some reason I like this song, right? So you got to figure out a way to do the same thing. So what I say is challenge yourself at least once or twice a week. Try to make a track that you would never in your life make on your own. So go and listen to some country music, you know, and just come in, dang, 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 dang. I was walking down the street. You know what I mean? Listen to that shit, man, and start getting some ideas from it. You know, listen to some yodeling music, some yodeling, 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 yodeling. Like, get some fucking ideas, and I guarantee it will just expand you. And when you go back to doing what you're used to doing, you'll approach it from a different angle, because now you got some other ideas and you can think of different things that you weren't able to think of before. Okay, so hopefully that was something that would help you out to make you look at being a producer a little bit different. So I ain't saying there's something wrong with doing trap music. I'm saying don't, you know, label yourself that. Don't label yourself an R&B producer. Don't label yourself a, you know, a alternative producer. Don't label yourself that. Label yourself a music producer, because what you like to do is produce music. And that's also opening up a whole nother area of revenue for you. You don't want to just be stuck with trap music revenue. Why not get that trap music revenue, that Garth Brooks revenue, you know what I mean? That System of a Down revenue. Like, get that revenue, because some people might not even just hire you to be a producer. Some people might hire you to be an arranger to help them because they like your arrangements. So you have to just think of where all this can go when you step outside of the box of what you originally know, okay? So, as promised, here's a video with a song that I did. And I did this for my son, like, to get him to brush his teeth and shit, right? So it was just like a funny song and video. It was a song, and I was like, fuck it, make a funny video for it. And it just opened me up to like some stupid shit. And so it's literally just something to have fun. You know, I was just having fun. So that's why I say I challenge you. Make some songs, you know, that you normally don't do. Maybe something for your kids. That's something that's funny. So anyway, without all, you know, the blah, 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 let me get you in this video. Tell me what you think. Tell me, and you know what? On the comments, leave me a comment of a track or a genre of music, I should say, that you know is really hard that you're going to try to attack. And then once you get it up, let me know and I'll come and watch your shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it, because I think that's dope when people step outside their box. So anyway, all that shit out the way. Check out this fucking video. Brush your teeth. Peace.
It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. Get the toothbrush, put the toothpaste on. Brush those teeth until the plaque is gone. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth. It's time to brush. It's time to brush our teeth.